So welcome back in to the movie pick. This one's a little odd because we got cut off last time from recording. And thankfully, it was at a spot where it will all kind of work together because it was right before we got to our last section of the podcast, which keeps it really simple for my brain, which is good. But the best part about it is I was able to wrangle Bradley back in with us. So welcome back in, Bradley.
Yeah. Well, Bourne is so good. It took 5 movies. So
yeah,
we needed a second podcast to do it. So
good thinking.
Yeah.
Good thinking. So we're going to get straight to it. Again, welcome back to the movie pick. I'm Dave. Got Bradley here with me. And we're going to get straight to the awards or the competitions. And we're going to start out with the big one, which is favorite action sequence. And Bradley, we'll just kind of go back and forth on this. They don't have to be in chronological order of the movie or anything like that. So you make a nomination, and then I'll make a nomination. We'll just go back and forth and then land on which one we think's the best.
So nominate, I'll just, first off, the first one where he fights the first guy that's like him from Treadstone with the pen.
The blonde-headed guy.
Yes, the blonde-headed guy, Castell, I think is his name.
Yes.
And just that fight scene.
Yeah, the vampire guy.
Yes, that moved. His movements were very odd, but put up a good fight.
I think we actually should rename him as Castell the Vampire.
Yes.
Because, again, now one thing that's going to be challenging, and please know this up front, we talked about this movie last week, and yes, we've listened to it, and we know it, but some of it's hard to remember what we said. So if we say the same thing again, please forgive us. But yeah, so the vampire fight scene is one of the best fight scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
So I would definitely put that in. One of mine would be, and we've talked about this, the bench scene. Like when the police officers come up to him and he just realizes really quick that he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
That Bourne realizes that he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
And
he can fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a moment of realization of, oh, wow. Not only can I speak these languages and tie these knots, I can beat people up.
I have this skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really cool one.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you have on the docket?
So, and then the other one was fighting the professor in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he goes into hunting mode at that point, and it's a different fight scene.
Yeah.
Obviously with guns and not hand-to-hand, but I guess the difference of how he could fight somebody, and like I said, he just goes into straight hunting mode, which is cool.
And that was the scene where, watching this 3 times in 1 week, you start really noticing some little things about it.
Yeah.
And that was the scene where, and if I said this last time, please forgive me. That's the last time I'm going to say that because that would get on my nerves. But when it really showed up that he did boxing training.
Yeah.
Like he trained with boxers for I think 6 months, and then did martial arts training for 3 months. But you can see in that scene, if you go back and watch it, when he's running through the field, he's running straight up. Like it is, like I'm always hunched over when I'm running. Like there's always something wrong with my form. He is running straight up, almost like he's being chased by dogs.
Yeah.
But it's perfect form. He's not going to have lower back issues later on in life. Like he's got the perfect form for running.
Yeah.
So I love that.
He trained for it.
Yes, he did. So one of mine was, the bank in Switzerland. We talked a lot about the bank.
Yeah.
But the bank in Switzerland scene is awesome because he gets in like a little tussle there in the bank.
Yeah.
And then he Spider-Man's out of the bank.
Yeah.
Which was, an awesome scene.
Yes.
What else do you have?
Was that the last one that we talked about?
No, I've actually got a couple more.
Yeah. Tell me those two.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to, like a car chase scene is an action sequence.
Right.
So,
yeah. I guess that would be. That's why I was just thinking fight.
Yeah. It's a little of a cheat code, but and this one takes up a good portion of the movie.
It does.
One thing we haven't talked about yet with this movie is the runtime on this movie, and it's a very crisp movie. Like there's not a wasted minute where I feel like, I can go, grab something from the fridge really quick. Like
right.
you kind of have to be paying attention. Either plot wise or cool moments wise.
Yes.
And that's one of the things I love about this particular movie. But the Mini Cooper car chase scene actually lasts 3 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big action sequence.
It is. And it's one of the, I don't know, time wise, like in the movie too, like, or even film industry, like it's one of the first car scenes I remember being awesome.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
chases,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of thing, to me anyways.
1 year after the first Fast and the Furious is when this came out.
Was it?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So I'd say I'd probably watch this first.
The car chase scene. You'd watch this over any of the...
Well, no, I think just in my life, I think I saw Bourne first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant you would choose this car chase scene over any Fast and the Furious. I was like, that is a loaded
I
conversation
don't think so.
that I have not researched well enough.
Yeah.
Because now there's 30 Fast and the Furious movies that you have to look through.
Yeah.
And then for me, the last scene at the top of the steps with the upside down gun.
Oh, yeah.
It also has some moments that I really don't like when he pushes the guy over the edge and lands on top of him.
It goes all the way down the stairwell.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like that. I think you go skull to skull and you both guys are dead. Like it's just done.
Yes.
It's done. So I don't think that actually works out for him, in the long run.
Yeah.
And also the special effects on that scene when he's going down and you can like they lock eyes.
Yes.
I still don't understand fully why he didn't just go down the steps and shoot the guy.
I don't know why he didn't just wait for him to come up there, because he had the high
either
ground.
way, yeah.
I mean, he had the high ground and a whole room that he could go in and hide, like he did with Nikki and the other guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I didn't get it either. And if you ask Obi-Wan and Anakin, the high ground is the better one.
that's what I mean.
Yes.
High ground.
Yeah.
That's where I learned from it.
Yes.
But the cool scene about that is how he shot the guns. Yeah, he had the pinky trigger.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yes.
And if you've ever shot guns, that's really difficult.
Yeah. I definitely would not be skilled enough. I can barely shoot them the correct way.
You're right. Yes. Correct. That's what I was
much
meaning.
less
Yeah.
upside down with
Yeah.
the pink. Yeah. Which was really cool, which kind of makes that scene even cooler
Right.
than what it should have been. So those are all that. I think those are actually all the action sequences that are in the movie, and they added that one. So they added that sequence in just because at first they felt like this movie, kind of ended on Conklin and him arguing.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we need more. Like, we need more action in this. So they added that scene. And I don't know if that's why we got kind of the, B minus, pushing the guy off the ledge and falling down on top of the guy. Like, I every time I just want to skip. That's the only 5 seconds of the movie I want to skip past every time.
Yeah.
So out of those scenes, which one would you say is your favorite?
My favorite, probably the first one I nominated, the pen fight.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool how he just whipped that guy with a pen. I mean, obviously I could not do that, but.
Oh, come on now. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, but just beating.
Don't train on me.
Beating the dude with a pen. He comes in with a Uzi-ish gun.
Yeah.
And just busts through the window, which is weird too, in that because all the other people, even himself, cut the power off, trying to do it sneaky style.
He should have been. What was his name? Castell.
Yeah.
He should have been Castell, the bulldozer vampire.
Yes, bulldozer vampire, because he just bulldozed his way in there. But, and then he just beat him with a pin.
Yeah. Yeah. But and what was so cool about the pin was, I mean, if you think about which I don't go around stabbing people, thankfully.
Yeah.
But if you think about how hard it would be and how quick, he got 4 or 5 stabs in really quick.
Right. And that's the cool moment, the sound effects in that.
Right.
Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see
exactly
how quick he stabbed him, and just getting it done in between hits from Castell or whatever.
Right.
Whatever we want to call him, vampire bulldozer.
I'm going with vampire bulldozer. Castell the vampire bulldozer. Yeah. So now we're going to go to what I call the Conklin versus Sam Gerard halftime speech. So there was a speech in The Fugitive that Tommy Lee Jones delivers that is awesome. And it's one of those go find this man speeches.
To rally his team.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And Conklin also gives a similar speech in this movie of go find that man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read out both of them.
All right.
And then we'll pick which one, if you were in the crowd, if you were the guy, if you were working for this guy, which one of these speeches would you be like, I'm in?
Yes.
I'm getting that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to find him so that this guy's happy with me.
Yeah.
Which coach gets you fired up?
Yeah.
So this is Conklin. This is Conklin from this movie.
Okay.
Those are the targets. Beg, borrow, hack, tap, bypass. I don't care what you do. I want to know everything you can tell me about what's going on at those locations. That's what he says, which is good.
Yes.
I mean, obviously the strongest part is the beg, borrow, hack, tap, bypass.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he's nailing it home.
And the way he's delivering it too.
Yes.
I mean, just walking through everybody and just
Yes.
yeah.
And the camera's even working with him a little bit. Like
Oh,
camera's kind of circling around. It's giving him his moment.
Yes.
Like, Chris Cooper read the script that day and was like, this is my day.
Yes.
This is my day to shine.
Yeah.
The wife's going to hear about
Let me
this.
get my
This is my
coaching
day.
voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But here's the TLJ, Tommy Lee Jones version.
Okay.
So what I want from each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station. Here's the good part. Every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. Checkpoints go up at 15 miles. Your fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kimball. I think it's a clear winner.
Me too. I think it's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. I mean, Conklin, you gave us a B+, A-. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I will try to win for you. You gave us that.
Yes. And
But
he seemed, I guess it plays in their character too. He seemed more like a jerk.
Yeah.
Like his team's not going to follow him, and Tommy Lee Jones was
That's
cool.
true.
So
That's true.
and that
I
plays
didn't-
into it too.
Yeah. See, that's why you're a coach.
Yeah, it
You're
does.
a coach.
Yeah,
Which I'm now a coach.
you are.
I am.
You are.
I am. It's, that'll
Got to
be
get the clipboard out.
Got to get the clipboard. Got to see if we can name this team the Sonics, and which Evie's not going to allow that to happen, but we'll see what happens.
You got to have your speech ready.
Oh, I'm going to tell those girls. I'm going to be coaching volleyball, just for those that don't know. So I'm going to be telling those girls, we got to look in every farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse to make sure that ball does not touch the ground.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So I think it's easy to say Gerard wins.
Yeah.
TLJ
Tommy Lee Jones
wins the day.
Yeah.
So now I want to talk about a little competition between names. And we've got 3 assassins, all of them with pretty cool names.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got Castell from Rome, which we've kind of renamed Castell the Vampire Bulldozer from Rome.
Yeah.
But his name in the actual movie.
Yeah. We'll stick with that.
Yeah. Castell from Rome. We've also got Mannheim from Hamburg. And then we've got the Professor from Barcelona. For me, it's not even a competition. I know exactly who I would pick. But what do you have?
And for me, well, and the weird thing about it too is Bourne didn't have an assassin name.
Yeah.
We know him as
Yeah.
Bourne.
Yeah.
But obviously I love the Bourne
Sure.
all together, but he
Yes.
didn't have an assassin name.
I didn't even think about that.
He just knew that he was from Switzerland
Mm-hmm.
because that's what Clive Owen asked him, in that hunting scene, like, which one are you?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm from Switzerland. And he goes, oh, and I think we talked about that moment earlier, but for me,
Yeah.
the name would be the Professor.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
I mean, it's just the coolest.
yes.
I don't know what Castell came from.
Right.
I'm sure there's a reason
Yeah.
why they come up. Mannheim's pretty cool.
Mannheim's pretty cool. And I didn't even think about putting Bourne in that list. Like,
Yeah.
Bourne is cool too.
It is, but he doesn't have a name. Like, that's just his name.
Yeah.
Jason
Well, it's not
Bourne.
his real name. I mean, don't we find that out later?
Right.
And not spoiling.
Yeah.
Not spoiling.
Yeah.
But I think we find that out later. And we'll talk about that maybe in future pods if we cover the sequels.
Right, yeah, but I guess, but it's not like these, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. No, it's totally different.
He actually had, I don't think Clive Owen had hit on his passes that said the Professor.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't have got to go to different countries if they're like, your name's a Professor?
Yes,
You're
yeah.
not getting on the airplane.
Well, you never know. I mean, we see about. I've seen more kids because I have 2 kids, so I've seen a bunch of kids, and I've seen some names where I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I've seen a lot being
Yeah.
a teacher. So.
yeah. Being a teacher,
Yeah.
you see way more than I do, but
nothing like the Professor
Yeah.
and being legal.
no. But like when my kids started daycare, and like I was seeing these names, I was like, oh, I don't know why I was so self-conscious about picking Jared.
Yeah.
But anyway, we won't touch that one. But so one thing I want to talk about is a little competition between all 3 movies. So you've got the Bourne Identity,
Yeah.
the Bourne Supremacy, the Bourne Ultimatum. So I think we looked it up, and I believe this is off the top of my head. The Bourne Identity is a 7.8 IMDb rating. The Bourne Supremacy, second one, is 7.7. And then Ultimatum gets an 8.0.
Yeah.
And this is your category only. You're the Bourne expert here.
Yeah.
So this is your category only. If you had to rank, and you could only take one of them, like you have to drop 2 of the 3 movies, Don't worry about chronological. Don't worry about like, oh, I need the first one because it tells the original story.
Yeah.
Which of the three, if you were, hey, we're grabbing all the movies out of the house, we're having to leave in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, granted, a movie's not what you're going to grab, but still.
Maybe.
Bourne. But which one of the Bournes would you grab?
So, I don't know. I mean, that's tough because you love all of them. Like you said, not having the background knowledge just because the first one gives us that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it started
Yeah.
is what I love because he just woke up and forgot who he was. And he's like, man, I can do all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
And, you dream of that. Like, what if I woke up and could do all that? Like, that's awesome to be. But going with IMDb ratings, not just going with that, but I did like the Ultimatum movie.
Third one's fun.
The third one's good.
They're all fun.
And I think they just got better writing it too.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, this did well.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. Obviously, the fight scenes, the action sequence, all those things got better.
Yes. Yeah, they kept upping it. I mean, and with action sequences, it does help when special effects get a little better, those kind of things.
Technology got better.
Yeah, exactly.
But, and, I mean, but it is also hard to do in the movie business to make the third one the best. And they did.
Well, and people,
me.
yes. Well, and people a lot of times walk in and say like, oh, this is a sequel. It's not going to be as good. Like they're already judging it because they've watched the first one 10 times. They've only seen the second one time.
Yeah.
And you kind of sometimes have to let that movie saturate, like let, watch it a few more times and realize, oh, that actually was better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't the same as you don't want to make the same movie.
Right. Yeah.
Things have to change.
Try to do it better.
Yeah.
Or obviously something else got to be going on, but yeah.
Well, that's why, like, if you notice a lot of TV shows around the third season, they change something up.
Yeah.
Like like in the third season of The Office, that's when they introduced like Andy and what was it? What was Rashida Jones? Yeah, Karen.
Yeah.
That's when they brought those characters in. And then like in Friends, that's when Ross and Rachel broke up. Like third seasons, especially on sitcoms, are usually like they'll try to change something. I think that's when Rob Lowe and Adam Scott, I think his name's Adam Scott, that's when they came into Parks and Rec. It was around the third season. Yeah. So a lot of times third seasons are like, okay, we have to keep this fresh. We can't just pump out the same episodes. Yeah.
Got to give the fans something.
Except for Simpsons. They're the ones that were like, you know what? We're gonna keep this going.
Yeah.
We're consistent.
Keep it on this.
Yes. But back to Bourne. So if you had to hire one action character to get the job done, and this is gonna be a good list right here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to pick from. First, we've obviously got Bourne.
Yeah.
We've got our guy James Bond. We've got Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. We've got Jack Bauer from 24. We've got Jack Ryan from the Jack Ryan,
series.
There's been like 7 different guys played Jack Ryan. Yeah. Got Austin Powers. Good trilogy.
Got to be.
Yeah.
Got to be.
And then we've also got Ace Ventura. So we've got a good list of people that somehow get the job done.
Yes.
And, whether they seem like they would be the person to get the job done, they get the job done.
Yes.
So if you had to hire one of those guys, who are you going with? And give me a little reason why.
Yeah, so I think for me, I mean, I love Bourne so much, but for me, he's going to be my pick because he's the same. And to me, I guess the same character plays into a 007. It's been different people over the years.
Yeah.
Is it Daniel Craig been the most? Is he the most as one actor?
Roger Moore might have the most.
So that's hard for me to pick 007 because it's been a different person.
Yeah.
I guess for me to trust one person to hire whatever this is going to be.
You'll look him in the eyes. Yeah.
And it
knocks out Jack Ryan.
That's what I mean. Yes. And then I didn't get into the 24 a lot. I know of it, but so that knocks him out for me.
Yeah. All I know about 24, I watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch they did a last 12-hour one. I guess he got better at his job because he finished it in half a day that time.
There you go.
But
it's always good.
But it was always really interesting, the show was, and I would show the clock and all these different things happening at once. But I think they did 8 seasons of that, and that guy's had the 8 worst days.
Yeah,
of anybody.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a rough 8 days in his life.
Yeah.
And he always got the job done. I will say that for him.
And for me, Ethan Hunt, he requires a team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess
that's a good point.
It doesn't say he requires a team.
Right.
I guess that's bad for me to say. He could probably do it, but he uses a team. And Bourne is solo, so I think I would hire.
And Bond is kind of the same way. Like James Bond, I mean, he didn't have a team with him always, but he always had Q.
Yeah.
With the tech stuff and everything, and he had people handing him assignments and all that. Which I mean, that would who we would be in that situation.
Yes.
The one handing the assignment.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to join in.
No,
I'm out.
No, I might do it Ethan Hunt style, which is cool. Just give him like some glasses and they self destruct.
Yes. I do think like even though he had the team aspect, and that's a big part of it. Even though there was the team aspect, I think that just dollar for dollar, I think I'm getting the most out of Ethan Hunt.
Yeah,
and I will tell you why. And I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
The last like 4 or 5 Mission Impossibles were all about him not giving up on his friends.
Yeah,
and like he wouldn't let Simon Pegg. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name in the movies. The redheaded guy.
Yes,
He wouldn't let Benji. He wouldn't let Benji go. I think in the fifth one, they run together. They're all great.
Yes,
they do run together.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't let him go in that one scene. And so like, I think I'm going with Ethan Hunt because I know like my chance of survival is the greatest if I'm with Ethan.
Yeah.
Because we see in the second Bourne, if you're with Jason, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to survive.
No. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, Ethan lost some people, and
yes,
but I think he's going to give it his all.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So you're going with Jason.
I'm
Bourne.
going with Jason.
I'm going with Ethan Hunt.
Right.
I will live. It was good to know you.
Yes.
All right. So moving on. We're going to go to the best. We talked about the Mini Cooper a little bit, but the best use of a Mini Cooper, not just in this movie.
Yeah.
This was like an era of Mini Coopers. I didn't even realize when I was putting this together. So there was this, and obviously this Mini Cooper gets used great. And he even asks her, and that was one of the cool scenes too. Like, what was it he said? Like something about
have you taken care of this car? Or something
I felt like it was sliding to the right or something. Yeah,
on the way here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't notice that at all.
No,
again,
I wouldn't even think to ask that question.
That's the difference between a guy that looks at a Bic pen and says that can be a weapon.
I can win.
with
this,
and me that's like, oh, I wonder if that has ink. But so there was this great Mini Cooper usage. There was also the Italian job, which they used the Mini Coopers to pull off their heist. So the Mini Coopers were actually a big part of their plot.
Yeah.
And then there was also, we're going to go back to England a little bit. There was also Nigel Powers. He had a Mini Cooper as like his, that was his car.
Yes.
And it was even a submarine, went underwater.
Yes.
So all 3 of them, awesome usages. Which one would be your favorite of the 3?
I'm going to go with the Nigel Powers. Just because it had multiple functions of the movie, of the car, which is awesome. They had it built in.
Yeah.
Go to the submarine, you can drive.
This one, we're in 100% agreement.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it can go underwater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, now if Jason was the one driving, if Bourne was driving the Mini Cooper and I'm in the Mini, sure.
Yes.
Like, man, let's make it happen. Get me to my appointments.
Yeah.
But
we're not talking about the driver.
No. We're talking about the actual use of the Mini Cooper.
Talking about practice?
Yes. So now let's go to the word that I can't stand to say. So I'm going to let you say this category. We're going with
the best souvenir.
Yes, that's a hard word for me. Best souvenir. I always say souvenir, and it just
best item from the movie.
I feel like I'm like I do declare every time with the best souvenir or souvenir, whatever.
Yeah,
it's like the word tourist. I don't like like there's certain
people say it differently.
Yeah, I'm not good with all words.
Tomato.
Yes, I'm a tomato person.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to start it out. Do you have any items you would like to souvenirs? Are there any souvenirs that you would like to have?
Yeah. So I think
nominate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, to nominate, I think the bank bag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Marie, cool. That's what Marie kept as a souvenir.
Yes,
because you see it at the end of the movie.
Yes,
Jared pointed that out.
Yes, at the very end of the movie, she has it in her shop.
Which, granted, I would keep it too if I had that much money.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And she made it into a flower pot at the very end.
Yeah.
But bank bag, and then the double barrel shotgun breakdown.
Boom. That's a good one.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, any of the guns,
Yeah.
I think, would be cool for me. But I like that one's just a different one. Obviously,
Yeah.
all these other cool guns are going on. Then he beats the professor with the breakdown double barrel shotgun.
Yeah. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really awesome. Any others that you had? I got a few more here, but if you got more,
not that I remember. No, those two were when I was thinking of this category. Those are two things that I think I would have liked to have.
Yeah. The sweater with the holes in it would be cool to have.
Yeah.
Just to throw that on, like especially, this fall I'll be going to more high school football games.
Yeah.
And throw that on, and somebody like, oh, your sweater has holes in it. Like, oh, well, this is the Jason Bourne sweater.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He got dug out of the water.
To be there.
Yeah, he got dug out of the water in this.
Yeah, I got
sweater.
shot.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes. We don't know how many times.
Yeah,
it had 4 bullets.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why. Spoiler alert: it will not be my pick. Was because it has plot holes in it.
Yes,
there's plot holes all on that road as far as the sweater goes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
The laser projector.
Oh yeah. From his
like
hip.
that came out of his hip.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool one.
Be awesome.
Just be like, hey guys, look at this. Boom. And then the pin that he stabbed Castell, the vampire
big pin.
bulldozer with, the big pin.
Yeah.
So those are, unless there's another one that you thought of, those are the nominees.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much any of them that I would want. Obviously, like I said, all the guns would be cool to have.
Yeah.
Especially the ones with the silencers.
Yes.
That Mannheim killed.
Yes.
What's his face at the end?
Yes. Sneaky scene too, like kind of misdirection there, but
which is cool. But any of those, but yeah.
Okay. Well, for that, I'm going with the pin. Like that's the one thing. Like especially if you had one of those cool. I have some nice pins, and I love those pins.
Right.
And they come with like cool cases.
Yeah.
And like especially if you had that pin like in a case, and somebody like, well, why do you have a big pin in a case like that? Like, oh well, that was Jason Bourne's vampire killer pin,
and everybody's gonna know, like, oh man, that's awesome.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, you mentioned that to any guy. Like we talked about it. This is a dude movie.
Yeah.
Girls like it, females like it.
Yeah.
Probably because of Matt Damon, but
probably.
But like when you mention this movie to a guy, they're like, oh yeah.
Oh, one more I thought of the rangefinder that he uses on top of the building.
Yes.
It was pretty cool. It looks military grade.
Yeah.
Because you have
cool
them now.
Using it.
Yeah. They have them now used for golf courses and things like that, or hunting.
Right.
But his was cool. But for me, I guess I would pick the double barrel breakdown shotgun.
Well, I don't. Great pick, but I'm going with the pin. I'm going with the pin. Yeah. All right. So this one, I narrowed it down to 4 guys, and there are more.
Right.
There's a lot more actors that we could have chosen for this, a lot more roles that we could have chosen for this.
Yeah.
But I narrowed it down to these 4. Again, if you have a problem with it, maybe either do your own podcast or send me in some suggestions.
Yeah.
But so these are the 4 that I picked. So there's Matt Damon in this as far as best action breakout, meaning a guy that kind of went from either comedy or dramatic roles to something that's, a little bit different as far as now now I'm doing an action role.
Right. Yeah.
And so we've got Bourne in this, Matt Damon as Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
So there was that one.
Yeah.
This was a great breakout for him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have Liam Neeson in Taken.
Yeah.
As Brian Mills. Really good one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that because he had kind of gone. Liam Neeson had mostly done like dramatic roles and those kind of things, and then went straight from that to this.
Yeah.
And
when he handle himself.
Yes. And when he did Taken, like it like put his career on steroids as far as action movies.
Yeah.
And then you had Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
Yeah.
And he had gone from like moonlighting and, all those kind of things.
Right.
Where he was mostly doing like comedies. Like when the trailers for Die Hard came out, people would laugh. Like they would
like
see
it was a comedy movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they would see Bruce Willis and think like this is going to be a funny movie because Bruce Willis is
serious.
Yes. because he wasn't doing serious stuff, when Die Hard came out.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't doing action when Die Hard came out. And you can tell, like, Die Hard is hilarious.
Right.
And he's hilarious in it. Like, his vent, the when he's crawling through the vent is one of the funniest scenes in any movie. Come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs. But then also, if you go back and look, a lot of times we think of Tom Cruise being this action star for like the past, 50 years.
Right, yeah. His whole career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't really start until maybe the first Mission Impossible. But even then, it kind of like really got ramped up like in like 2000 with like Mission Impossible 2 and then 3 and, kind of everything he did in between there. And he kind of went to this sci-fi action star that he is.
Yeah.
Because before that, his action was like Days of Thunder or Top Gun.
Yeah.
Or that was like his version of action. Everything else was pretty much like drama, not even really comedy, like mostly drama.
Right. Yes.
But so looking at them, if just taking those four guys, so we have Jason Bourne,
right,
or Matt Damon. Yeah, Jason Bourne,
out kind of into action.
Yes, we have Liam Neeson in Taken, Bruce Willis in Die Hard, and Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
For me, I think it's going to be just how I think of them and when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
because it came out when.
It's a good point.
When I was watching movies, I was older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I could realize, like, yeah, this is new to him.
Yeah,
like this is not just action all the time. I think of Tom Cruise, like you just said, it's going to be action, 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 because that's all I remember him as.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Liam Neeson before, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So for me, I know people may disagree, which is fine.
Well, no,
that's why I was doing it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, this is your opinion,
right? To me, because it sticks out in my mind that it was different. So it would be Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite phrases that you say and it cracks me is fact. Like
fact.
If I say something and it's like something you totally agree with, it's fact. But this is not fact, right? Like this is my opinion, your opinion, all those things.
Yes.
So you're going with Liam Neeson.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what almost makes it a fact. I'm also going with Liam Neeson.
There we go.
And partly for that same reason. Now, I do remember a day before Matt Damon was an action star.
I do too, but not as much, I guess. I mean, I know we'll talk about his movies in a minute, but I mean, not as much for me as Liam Neeson is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because it was kind of out of nowhere.
Yes, and that's why it was shocking, because I was like, man, this dude can go.
Yeah.
And
because Tom Cruise, like I said, Tom Cruise is kind of interesting when you think about, there was kind of a little bit of a build up for him to be that action star. There was, if you go back and you watch the first Mission Impossible, yes, it's an action movie, but it's mostly like a spy movie. And it's him trying to figure out what's going on. Why did my team die? Ooh, I forgot about that. I made me rethink some things about who I picked there.
Yeah,
The whole team dies in that movie.
That's true.
But so, like, if you think about it, though, that first one was a little bit more of like a spy thriller.
Yeah.
As opposed to just straight action.
Is now.
Yes. So it wasn't until 2000 when the second Mission Impossible came out.
Yeah.
That was more of an action movie.
Yeah.
Albeit not a good one, but it was more of an action movie. So I guess, that's an interesting way to look at it. So I would have to go. I'd have to go with Liam Neeson also.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis. I was, I think, 5 years old when Die Hard came out.
Yeah.
You were, I think, born the year that Die Hard came out in 88.
I wasn't alive. 89.
You're -1 when Die Hard came out.
So
it's hard for either one of us to remember a day when Bruce Willis was not an action star.
And really, I'm the opposite effect of that when he come out, on Friends and was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, he was funny. Before because it was Die Hard came out obviously before I was born, so I was like, oh yeah, he does action movies.
Yeah.
And then when he was in Friends, it was like, man, he's funny.
It's the whole like Back to the Future when he goes back and he tells Doc Brown Doc Brown asks him like, who's the president? And he's like, Ronald Reagan. He's like, the actor.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
For us, Ronald Reagan's the president.
Correct.
It's weird for us to think of him as an actor.
Yep.
Or like Jimmy Fallon's another good one. Like when I've told my kids that he was in movies, like the talk show host, I'm like, I knew him from SNL and from acting, not from the Tonight Show.
Right.
The Tonight Show was new for me for
Correct.
a long time. But anyway, so yeah, we're both going with Liam Neeson there.
Yep.
And then now we're going to kind of close it out. And this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really tough one. This is trying to narrow it down to Matt Damon's Mount Rushmore. And I'm gonna start with naming off just a bunch of his good movies,
Yeah.
a bunch of really good ones, and kind of list them out. And this will let you know how hard the competition is. These are the ones that did not make the cut for my Mount Rushmore. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Ocean's movies. And I'll tell you, not every one of them I'll tell you why, but the Ocean's movies, only reason I left them out, because I love the first one.
Yes.
The only reason I left them out, I don't feel like it's a Matt Damon vehicle. I feel like he's sitting in the back seat the entire time.
Yeah, he's like third or fourth row.
Yes.
Which is fine. He did great.
Yeah. He was great. I think his name was Linus. I mean, it never looked like a Linus to me either. Like, I was like, his name's not Linus. But so, like, the Ocean's movies, I love him in that role, but that's taking a back seat. True Grit, another awesome movie.
Yep.
But did not make my cut for Mount Rushmore.
It's tough.
Yeah. The Departed, another incredible movie.
Yeah.
Really, the only reason it didn't make it was kind of content as far as things that I watch now.
Yeah.
I would still watch that on TBS, but I'm sure like a third of the movie would be cut out.
Yeah.
Especially the language.
Yeah.
Especially Mark Wahlberg. Like every scene of his.
Yes.
Rounders, another awesome one.
Love it.
Great Edward Norton.
Love it.
We Bought a Zoo, great family movie.
It is.
I threw this one in just because I know you love it. Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance.
Yes.
Yeah, what a good movie.
It actually did not make it anywhere close to my Mount Rushmore.
Savannah, Georgia.
I do declare. But Oppenheimer, great role.
Yeah.
And he's shown up in a lot of...
And a good movie.
Yeah. He's shown up in, I think, at least 2 Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah.
And he may be... Nolan's got another one coming out next year, and I'm blanking on the name of it. And I think Matt Damon's going to be in it. But anyway.
There we go.
Yeah. Air, the one about the Jordans.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. And these are the ones that, for me, are on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Now, this one, and this goes to the whole be true to yourself. Name the movies that you actually like. Don't, don't care about what the critics say. Because I loved Stuck on You, the one where he was a conjoined twin with Greg Kinnear.
Yes.
I thought it was hilarious. And so that one made my outside looking in list.
There we go.
And then Saving Private Ryan, a masterpiece of a movie that gave us, like if it wasn't for that, we probably don't get Band of Brothers.
Right.
But again, that goes back to my Oceans,
he's not the lead.
He's barely in the movie.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he's the title character. He's
yes.
But he's not, his screen time in that movie is
the movie looking for him.
More than, like 2/3 of the movie looking for him. And then honorable mention. We'll just throw this as an honorable mention.
All right.
I love his cameo in Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Just a great cameo guy. But the cameo there, it's hilarious. It was unexpected. Like when they're doing the play and they look down and you see it's Matt Damon. I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe they got him to do this.
Yes. But it was awesome.
Yeah. That's obviously not going to make the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
But it came closer to Bagger Vance for me. But so here's my Matt Damon Mount Rushmore. Now you can jumble these up and pick your 4.
Yeah.
And you may have some that didn't even make this list. So my Mount Rushmore for Damon, obviously the Bourne movies.
Yeah.
I'm not going with one out of,
just overall.
Yes. Yeah. Martian, I absolutely love that movie. Yeah. Ford versus Ferrari, which I think is one of the funniest Christian Bale roles ever. Yes. But Matt Damon is also just perfectly cast.
It is.
I hope that's a movie that we do at some point.
Yeah.
And then Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Again, that's one you got a TBS. It's got a lot of language.
Yeah.
And he's I can't remember where this was at in his career as far as Good Will Hunting, but it was early on.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about showing the world man, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I am good. And the scenes with him and Robin Williams in particular, it was Robin Williams for me. Mrs. Doubtfire is my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Yeah.
But Good Will Hunting is not only one of his best roles, it's one of if you were teaching an acting class, I would show them the scene when he's talking about going with marrying, the date that he went on with his wife.
Right. Yeah.
Show that scene to anybody.
Yeah.
It's so understated. He handles it perfectly and does a great job with it. And that's, Robin Williams at his best. But the movie is Matt Damon's movie.
Yeah. And like you said, because early on, I think it has to be in his Mount Rushmore because it showed how great he was, like you talked about as an actor, even how young he was when he started, because that's before majority of the movies you just named, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. No,
So,
you're right.
I mean,
you're right.
And, a lot of actors for that to make their Mount Rushmore is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
One of their
That's a
first
good point.
movies.
Yeah.
Which he's just a good actor.
Yeah.
Which is why we're talking about him. But, I mean,
would those be kind of your four?
Those four would be
would you substitute.
The Departed would be in and out, but like you said, it would be it's hard to watch with the language.
Sure.
Rounders would probably be my next.
Yeah.
Is number 5 for me.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
It's hilarious.
I liked.
Yeah.
We went through a poker phase in high school, just playing for fun and for money. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah. Listen up, Tim and Carol.
Yeah. Just for fun. But yes, Bourne movies, Martian's great. Obviously, he spends the majority of the movie by himself, which is, hard to pull off as an actor.
Yeah.
And he just killed it, and he was good. But Ford versus Ferrari, love it.
Yeah.
Every time it's on TV, my wife makes fun of me because if I see it on, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be on the TV.
Yeah.
So she's like, and there are certain movies that I do that on, and that's one of them. So.
Yeah. And this is one of the, like, Moneyball would fall into that category for you, for sure.
100%.
And that's the whole point of this, is like, we're going to try to pick movies that if you were walking by, you're going to sit down and watch the movie.
Yes.
Like, you can't help yourself. If you're flipping through the channels, which, nobody flips through channels anymore, everything's streaming, which makes it a little more difficult. But yeah, so that makes it a little harder. But anything else that you would add? I think so. We both kind of have the same 4 there.
Yes, I agree with that same 4 top Mount Rushmore. Like all the honorable mentions.
Yeah,
like I said, I just gave my 5th one would probably be Rounders.
Yeah, nice. You got to throw it in there. I understand that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that. Well, Bradley, thank you for coming back for a second part.
Yep.
Thank you for helping us.
Finish
this up. I'm not sure if this will come out in a 2-part episode, or if I'll be able to kind of mesh them together. But either way, everybody will get to hear both parts and not be cut off randomly. One thing, too, if you have any ideas for, like, suggestions for the show, any categories, any awards, any movies that you really, really love and want to do, you'll love this email address. Since we're covering classics, I created an email address for this. It's themoviepick@AOL.com. So giving AOL a little love.
Dial up.
Yes. So again, if you have any suggestions, themoviepick@AOL.com. And this is Dave on the Movie Pick. We also have Bradley here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Bradley.